Hello, you beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome to the final winter dry season, week 4 of the holidays mix-up update in Forza Horizon 5. Today, we're jumping into a brand new festival playlist and taking on this week's Super Cooper Weekly Forzathon challenges. We'll also be heading on over to Horizon Backstage, checking out this week's vote and what cars made it in from last week's vote. We'll also be checking out this week's Forzathon shop and all of the festival players' rewards and restrictions on this week's, technically spring, festival playlist. So if you happen to be new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing, smash that like button, share the video with a friend. Without further ado, let's jump into this week's Forzathon challenges. Okay, so let's waste no time. Let's jump into the weekly Forzathon challenges Super Cooper to earn ourselves 160 Forzathon points and 5 points towards our best playlist. Starting things off with Chapter 1, Mini but Mighty. You'd like a track-ready Mini Cooper with over 200 horsepower? Well, you are in luck. Own and drive the 2012 Mini John Cooper Works GP to get your hands on this mini but mighty hot hatch. And here it is, one of my favourite minis to ever be made, the 2012 Mini JCW GP for just 38,000 credits from the auto show, and it could be yours in your garage. Now, the tune that I'm using today is up for download. Just search my gamer tag Skippy 4631, or as always, share codes for tunes in the description and in the comments below. Own and drive then, never changes. Hop into free roam from any festival site or player house. Drive a couple of seconds down the road, and that will be, where is it? Where's the notification? There you are, Mini but Mighty complete. And as we are here, we're going to head on over to Horizon Backstage and check out this week's vote and shop. Backstage shop then, let's check that out, what made it in from last week's vote. We had the Hyundai Envision 74, which was teamed up with the McLaren 12C Coupe, which I'm actually really happy those two made it in. Those two got my vote. Let's jump back then. What's in this week's Backstage vote? We have the Lamborghini Countach and the Lexus LC500. Those two are teamed up against the Lamborghini Aventador 21 and the BMW M3 21. Personally, I'd go left. I'd go for Countach and Lexus over the Lamborghini BMW. So with Chapter 1 complete, it is on to Chapter 2, a hatch in hot demand. With a limited production run of only 2,000 units, the 2012 Mini John Cooper Works GP is a rare sight, both out on the roads or at the track. Go and change that for the better by driving 5 miles and showcase your new ride. Here we go then, 5-mile cruise using the motorway that runs through the centre of the map. Of course, you can do this during a race to earn some extra influence and credits along the way, but I'm just going to use the motorway that runs through the centre of Forza Horizon 5, just pinning that throttle, going as quick as I can. And after a pretty swift 5-mile cruise, that is a hatch in hot demand complete. So with Chapter 2 complete, there's on to Chapter 3 in the works. The interior of the 2012 Mini John Cooper Works GP reflects its racing nature, with the Recaro racing seats up front and the back seats being ditched and replaced by a strut brace to improve balance. See if you spot these features as you earn 2 stars or more at the Swampland Speed Trap. Swampland's Speed Trap then, bottom right hand corner of the map near the Horizon Apex outpost. 2-star objective is 110 miles an hour, and that's what we're aiming for. But let's go then, 2 stars or more from the Swamplands Speed Trap. Let's let the mini rip. 110 really isn't that much. I'm coming in from the south side of the camera, and we are just going to absolutely nail that throttle, ignoring this braking line through the camera. 134.6, or I think that was. So wait for that notification to come through. In the works, complete. Traffic very nearly ruined my run there, but that is Chapter 3 complete. On to Chapter 4, the final chapter for this week's Forzathon challenges, a hot lapper hatch. Equipped with a twin-scroll supercharged 1.6 litre inline-4 engine, direct injection and a sophisticated coilover suspension setup, the 2012 Mini John Cooper Works GP definitely means business when it comes to setting lap times. Put it to work by beating any rival ghost. Okay, so this chapter really isn't as bad as it sounds. Hop into your pause menu and head on over to the online tab, and then head on over to Rivals. Once you're here, head into Horizon Rivals and then pick whichever discipline of racing takes your fancy. I would suggest either using road racing or drag racing, which is what I'm going to use for this video. Pick whichever drag race or race takes your fancy. I'm going to go with the Tio Takana drag strip just because it is the shortest drag strip. Then go ahead and pick the class of whichever your mini is in. So mine is S1 850, so I'm going to go S1. But before I do that, I'm going to hit Y for change rivals. And then using the leaderboards, scroll down until you find a player with a time with a yellow exclamation mark next to their time. That means they have a dirty lap time. All you have to do is put in a clean lap and that will beat this rival. You don't have to beat their time, you just have to get a clean lap. Okay, here we go then. Let's beat a rival ghost. Now this will work with any track, so cross country, dirt, apex or drag, even the midnight battles. Just pick a dirty lap time from a rival and then simply get to the finish line. You don't have to beat their time, as you are going to see in a second as we come up to the line at about 17 seconds. And as you can see from this screen, versus result, you beat Dopey Muzz. I didn't beat his time, but mine was clean, his was dirty, so we effectively beat Dopey Muzz. And as we head back to free roam, that'll be chapter 4 complete, which in turn finishes off this week's Forzathon challenges Super Cooper, collecting 160 Forzathon points and 5 points towards our 4th winter dry season. Now let's jump on over and check out this week's Forzathon shop. Now, for those of you that don't know, I do post the weekly Forzathon shop over on my community tab here on YouTube. So if you want to get a head start, I do post that at the beginning of the changeover every week. I also check it out here on the weekly Forzathon video, but 2 auto show cars up for grabs: the 84 Ferrari 288 GTO, 800 Forzathon points, and the Ferrari 430 Scud, 250 Forzathon points. 1 Horizon backstage pass for the standard 1000 Forzathon points. That is a standard thing here in the shop now, and we have more festive clothing, snow crew socks and snow jumper, 75 Forzathon points for each of these. And any spare Forzathon points knocking around, grab yourselves a normal wheel spin for 60 Forzathon points or a super duper wheel spin for 150 Forzathon points. Let's jump back to the playlist and check out this week's rewards and restrictions. Okay, winter dry season week 4, 72 points up for grabs for 20 of those points. Rare and exclusive, brand new to Forza Horizon 5, the Cadillac CTS V-Wagon 2014, and for 40 points, as standard, 1 Horizon backstage pass. Now I'm just going to skim through the rewards and restrictions for the playlist, just sort of pointing out anything that I see might be of value, like the PR stunts being anything goes X class. This doesn't happen very often, but we are going to be in X class for the PR stunts. 3 super spins up for grabs upon completion. Just 2 seasonal championships, classic sports cars and iconic movie cars. The useless Horizon Tour on the playlist. Challenges: 1 treasure hunt, 300 Forzathon points up for grabs. 1 photo challenge, alpine skiing. That should be interesting. No change on the monthly rivals, just your final week to put in your quick lap times, and then finishing things up with the rally events and the Hot Wheels events. We have Anything Goes, A800 for the rally adventure, and S1 900 Anything Goes for the Hot Wheels car stunt. And of course, there is a chance to win the Mini John Cooper Works 2012 on the Seasonal Championship, dragging your wheels for the Hot Wheels events. But yeah, there we go. That's this week's Best Players, the final week for the Holidays Mix-Up update in Forza Horizon 5. Just put in the time and effort to get the CTS V-Wagon 14 and the Horizon Backstage Pass. Make sure you are getting 40 points, even if you don't get the full 72. Just make sure you are getting those 2 rewards and any other rewards you want to pick up on the playlist along the way. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing, like button, share with a friend, stay safe, and have an awesome day.